toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Red Raiders will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Houston's offense will get first crack at it today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. The sure hands. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Takes a handoff. It's Sanford. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's McGarry. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the tailback. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Morton. The short hands. It's Douglas. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Power football with the run. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Wegman. Grab behind the line, it's Connors. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All kinds of room to the right. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense. Get a fumble recovery and start your drive 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The offense cashing it in on that drive. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Going to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Makes the grab. It's Eakin. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Connors. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Wegman. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle, it's Broussard. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. To the ground with the back. Finds a little space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Back to pass, it's Morton. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I love the job by the receiver there on the pro route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanford. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanford.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Gets open down the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
To the air on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's McGarry.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Another first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Quickly to the tight end. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside is 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot. Breaks into the open. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Got a man, it's Eakin. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Red Raiders back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eakin. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll run play action. He's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the punishment has been extended. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
To the air, it's Wegman. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they have a first down at the 43.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Connors. There he goes. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They punted away on fourth down. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Morton. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Got it near midfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his man. It's Douglas. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Wegman. Gets it out quickly. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
It's a turnover on downs.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Joyner. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw, it's Wegman. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage, so that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running the option. It's Wegman. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Bears the pressure. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McGarry. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
1-yard line. 1st and goal, Houston.